In the quiet corner of a forgotten valley, the morning sun rises over a world that seems to have left one gentle soul behind. This is Daniel, a young boy whose life has become as dim and lonely as the shadows inside his humble wooden shack. The village is a place of hard edges, where broken wooden planks and rusted sheets tell the story of a community struggling to survive. He walks through the daily bustle like a ghost, a boy unseen by those too busy with their own lives to notice his presence. But it wasn't always this way. Once, Daniel's home was filled with the warmth of a father's laughter and a mother's tender prayers. Then came the shadow. A season of sickness withered the flowers and stole the light from his family's eyes, leaving him all alone. With no one to turn to, Daniel spent his days carrying heavy water buckets and chopping wood, his small hands growing calloused and weary. Every night ended this same way, with a single bowl of meager food that barely silenced the hunger in his stomach. In his dreams, his mother would appear, whispering that the true measure of a person is the kindness they show even in the dark. Determined to keep her legacy alive, he clutched his small sack of rice, the last of his food, with a heart full of hope. He walked toward the Willow River path as the evening sun reflected off the water, seeking a moment of peace away from his troubles. By the river's edge, he knelt in humble prayer, asking for nothing more than the strength to endure another day with a good heart. It was there he saw him, an old man, frail and dressed in dusty rags, sitting weakly by the side of the path. Daniel looked at the bread in his hand. His own stomach ached with hunger, yet he saw the old man's desperate need. Without hesitation, he cleaned the bread with his sleeve and handed it over to the stranger, offering the only thing he had left. He watched the old man eat and helped him drink from the cool river, offering comfort to a person he didn't even know. The traveler placed a hand on Daniel's shoulder, a mysterious warmth in his eyes, before slowly disappearing into the evening mist. The next morning, the village was awakened by the sound of trumpets as the first light of dawn hit the central square. A grand royal carriage, shimmering with gold and pulled by magnificent horses, thundered into the middle of the humble valley. A royal messenger stepped out, his voice booming as he called out the name of the boy who thought he was invisible. Daniel stepped forward with fear and confusion, wondering what the king could possibly want with a nameless orphan like him. Then the door opened. Out stepped the king, wearing magnificent robes, but possessing the same kind eyes as the traveler by the river. The king addressed the shocked villagers, declaring that Daniel's compassionate heart made him the most worthy heir in all the land. As Daniel rode away in the carriage, he looked back one last time at the village where his journey of kindness began. Years later, he would become a wise leader, ruling the kingdom with the same compassion he showed when he had nothing. Always remember, no act of kindness is ever wasted. Your heart is the only doorway to your true destiny.